Well, I thought it was a feral human because I'd heard about them, done some reading about them. But as far as a Bigfoot, I thought that was something that existed out in California. I just thought that was something somebody made up to make money off of.
My name's Crikey McCrike, and welcome back to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we're looking for a creature known as Bigfoot. They say he smells of sausages. Today I show you some of the most compelling evidence of why Bigfoot exists. And if you're not a believer after this video, well, I'll steal your Fortnite Battle Pass.
Bigfoot. Is he real? Is it just someone's uncle that has a really big foot? Is it just a hairy man that was excommunicated from his church? Is it just a bear, or is it a hoax? Today we're going to look at some compelling evidence that shows Bigfoot is real, and after this video, you will be convinced. In fact, I will brainwash you through subtle eye movements to believe Bigfoot's real. Now, this is going to be an experience, and I need to warn you guys, some of this footage is mind-blowing, but it's scary. It makes you wonder, does your friend John's uncle really live in Nebraska like he says? Or is his uncle Bigfoot roaming around in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? Today we answer that question and many more like it, so stick around for the end. And before you see this first video, I need to warn you guys, whatever you're eating right now, put it down, set it to the side, don't take another bite because this might make you sick. The HDness of this video, HDness, is so potent, it's gonna leave some marks on your soul. So this is a witness video of Bigfoot. Now this is in about 4K right here, so you can see this black blob moving through the shadows here, just slowly moving in the distance. Now, I know that maybe some of you might see that and you might think, Loverfella, you're freaking an idiot. It's clearly just a person wearing a giant costume in the middle of the Pittsburgh wilderness, but the truth is, that's pretty clean evidence that he's real. So this next one is actually incredible, and it zooms in to the point where it's actually creepy. So if you have kids around, if you're a kid yourself, if you are under the age of 52, this is probably not something that you want to watch because it might be a little bit scary. So as you can see, we've got this clip here of just someone randomly recording a rock, which we, oh, what's that? What's that? That is, I mean, it's clearly looking like a gorilla here. It's got a very strong Bigfoot look to it. It even peaks above a rock. Like if I'm a Bigfoot and I'm like looking around, I'm gonna be hiding behind rocks, right? Like if you get in the mind of a Bigfoot and you're like he's even holding a Bigfoot baby, I think, in his hands there, it looks like. So Bigfoot might even have a fan. I mean, obviously he's holding a baby. So Bigfoot's alive, he's well, he's got a child with him. And to me, you know, the fact that the camera's steady, it was already recording a rock, and the fact that maybe it could be a guy in a costume doesn't convince me otherwise. I think there's not enough evidence here that this is a human being in a costume holding a small child to convince me otherwise. This video alone is definitive proof, but this next one that I'm about to show you is going to blow your underwear off of your body. So definitely watch this one in a private place because it's that good. It appears we've got this dude, it's kind of dark, the dude's just chilling, like walking around with a flashlight, and just wait for this one. And hold your underwear on tightly, because I'm warning you, it will fling off your body. So this dude's walking around, he's thinking to himself, he's like singing the flambe song, like what the flambe, obviously Pittsburgh was shown right there in that map, and he's just thinking the word flambe. He's a little spooked, but flambe has got your soul. No matter what happens, you say flambe and you're safe. So the boy's like, flambe. Where's the flambe? And then if we rewind this here and look at this camera footage, watch what happened. This is actually legitimately creepy, so seriously, hold your underwear tight on. I would put a belt through your underwear loop if you... Ready? Ready? Here comes. Here comes. Here comes. Here comes. Here comes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that face and tell me that is either A, evil Santa Claus, or B, a Bigfoot. You cannot convince me otherwise. Now, he's got white looking fur. I feel like Bigfoot has black fur, but one way or another, Bigfoot's real or there's an evil Santa out there, and you can't deny this footage. I mean, that's clear as day. As we continue to zoom into this, that's scary. So those of you who lost your underwear right there, don't say I didn't warn you. I knew it was gonna happen, man. I told you. So it's creepy. But what if I told you this one was even creepier? What if I told you this one was so scary, so life-changing, that when you're done, it'll turn you into a vegetarian? Does that even make sense? No. And that's how serious this clip is. Enjoy. So what we have here is just a man from a distance, and this guy's like, oh look, there's a man standing on top of this what appears to be a leaf bridge. Then he's like, that man's got some hair on his body. That man's got a lot of hair on his body. And then he looks even closer and he says, wait a minute, maybe that's not a leaf bridge, maybe that's a leaf mansion for a creature that lives in the wilderness that might be your friend John's uncle that was excommunicated from church. All right, or it could be Bigfoot. So you almost lost your underwear. Maybe you did. You're now a vegetarian. This one is going to be so scary, so convincing, you will never step outside again. So in order to avoid that, I recommend taking your cell phone, placing it on the top of your head like this, like just kind of balancing it there, and that's going to get away the negative Bigfoot energy. So I'm warning you guys, I'm serious, this one's unbelievable. So this is actually a clip of about 6 children sledding on legitimately the smallest hill in the world. That's actually pretty pathetic. I feel bad. What's that up on that hill? Is that a creeper? Is that a creepy man that's looking at kids? Or is it a Bigfoot? The kids don't care. They're going to keep sledding, all right? They're going to keep going. The kids see Bigfoot and they say, I don't care. I freaking love Bigfoot, you know? No school. But they look at him a little bit closer. And what do they see? All right, so maybe I lied to you. Maybe that one wasn't the greatest convincing that you needed. But how about a video so convincing and so unbelievably shocking that it'll make your teeth fall out? And this is kind of crazy for me because all my teeth are now fake. Like after I watched this video, I had to get some brand new bad boys popped in here. So it had a pretty profound effect on me in my life. So I mean, it just gets you really reacting and such. It's actually really, just watch. This is actually probably the most realistic one yet. You can see that it's actually reddish color here. So you can see this is a Montana Bigfoot rather than a Pittsburgh Bigfoot. They're different colors based on their origin, but you can see this color, and that just tells us that's clearly a Montana Bigfoot. And as you zoom in closer, it's unbelievable. Like Montana Bigfoots, man, they're known for a lot of things, but the one thing they're known for most is actually creating beef jerky. Like you guys, maybe you've seen those Jack Links commercials where they make beef jerky and they have fake Bigfoots. It's actually a marketing campaign. Those Bigfoots are real Bigfoots, and the truth is what those Bigfoots do is they kind of, you know, obviously like a human being, they need jobs. They need to make money somehow. And so they go to Montana, they collect a Montana Bigfoot, and they kind of bring them into, it's actually called Bigfoot School. I think it's south of one of the mountains in Tennessee. And they take them there. And they go through Jack Link's beef jerky school, and so they'll be like train them on how to eat beef jerky, how to be scary, and how to speak English, and also I think they speak Japanese, Korean, and Chinese as well. So they do some Asian commercials as well. So it's really in-depth training they do for the Yetis, the Bigfoots. And then, of course, they'll release them back to their family, and what they give them is not actually money, because Bigfoots don't pay with money. They actually give them 2 bottles of shampoo, so they can keep their body nice and clean, and they also give them a scooter. Bigfoots, believe it or not, love scooters, like the little non-powered electric things that Bigfoots love them. You can get around the forest so quick in those, boom, you're gone, scooter. So, a little fun fact of the day for you, completely true. So I hope you guys enjoy that little nugget of knowledge. Alright guys, these are, for staying to the end, look, I say the best to the last. I do this so you watch more of my videos, so my video gets suggested more, right? It's smart YouTubing. Top 3 coming in. Alright, so your boy's driving, maybe a police officer, because I see a little balloonist coming in there. Really not the greatest quality, but that's okay. We don't need good quality, because we've already proven they exist at this point, right? What do we have here? What do we have here? A black shadow moving through the road. And let's adjust, that's good, let's adjust the color, because I didn't really, not convincing me here yet. What? Yep, recrop and zoom, keep adding things, eventually we will see it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now, tell me, when you crop, adjust saturation, increase brightness, rezoom, and reformat a picture, practically not edited at all. A big footprint on the ground. Now, are humans capable of faking such a footprint? Could your neighbor step outside and make a footprint like this? Honestly, do you think this is something your neighbor's capable of? No. Could Fred down the street create fake footprints just to give his little kids a laugh? No, I don't think humans are capable of acts like this. So ultimately, I think, oh, and there's obviously Bigfoot caught on camera along with the big footprints. I don't see how this could be fake. I really don't. This is absolutely convincing me. I wasn't a Bigfoot believer. Mermaids, absolutely. But Bigfoot, I wasn't there yet. And I thought, maybe I can convince myself, you know? Obviously, it's working. Now, guys, before we jump in to the most terrifying, most realistic big footage, I like that, ever caught on camera in the history of the entire world, I want you guys to know something very extremely important. Today is December 6th, 6:13 p.m. It's cold outside, about 22 degrees where I live in Pennsylvania, and I'm tired from a long, and all I want is to come home from work tomorrow, Friday, December 7th, at around 4:30 p.m. to a bunch of comments that say the word flambe. I don't care how you use it. I don't think anyone cares. But I want every comment that I see from people who watch this to include flambe in it. And I want you to do that for Loverfella. I want you to do that for America, whatever country you're from, and for the Bigfoots. So this is an old video from 1650 with one of those old cameras they had back then, because they definitely had cameras in that year. And you can see a man on a horse, very shook up right here. But what does he see in the distance? Now, he's very spooked. Is it Russian propaganda? No. Is it Chinese attackers? No. Continue zooming. That is clearly a Bigfoot. And if you look at the age of this clip from 1210, back when the Civil War happened in Prussia, Mesopotamia, Egypt, this cannot be faked. This is definitive proof that Bigfoot exists. My name's Crikey McCrike. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, stay flambe.